Today, Kashmir Files, a lot of people said propaganda, but when Pahalgam happened, can anybody say it's a propaganda anymore? See, in Bengal, you have to speak what the TMC wants you to speak. There is a dictatorship over there. The Bengal Files is a product of 5.5 years of research. My Mahabharat is historical account because Mahabharat is history of India. It's not a fantasy, it's not a spectacle. So I'm not making all those kind of things where people are flying and all those kind of things.
Hello, this is Jyoti Jha joining on screen, and today with us we have filmmaker Vivek Agnihotri, who is gearing up to release his film The Bengal Files. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you.
Before we delve deeper into your filmmaking, I'm just curious to know, how do you approach whenever you make a film like The Kashmir Files or now The Bengal Files? How do you approach these films? Where do you gather your information from? How do you do your fact check? And most importantly, how do you flesh out your characters in the film?
Okay, first let me thank you, congratulate you that you have asked me a question related to the film. These days everybody talks only about politics. So what I do is, we have a very strong research team, and we take pride in saying we are the only research-based production house of India. In Indian films, the research budget is 0%, and ours, the maximum budget and time is taken for research. The Bengal Files is a product of 5.5 years of research. So we do at 3 levels. Primary research. Primary research is we go to the ground and speak to the survivors, the victims, and take their video testimonials. Then the secondary is we read all the books and the literature and the reports and whatever is possible of that incident. We go through all that. We go through all the newspapers and the headlines and the articles, RTIs. In whatever, Tashkent Files, we depended a lot on RTIs. So we do that. And the third thing what we do is, then we take general opinions and narratives around that. What are the narratives around that? That's the tertiary. So primary, secondary, tertiary research we do. And then we create, we try to find out that what is it that's common in everything, right? So what is common in the left ideology, right ideology, Western books on Indian partition, Pakistani books on Indian partition, Indian books on Indian partition. We read everything. We read, for this film, we read books from Pakistan, books from Bangladesh, books from England, books from wherever they were available, and Indian books. All those things, whatever is common in everything, right? There's sometimes, suppose koi incident hua, somebody will say something like my film, somebody will say it's propaganda, somebody will say, but at the end of it, today, Kashmir Files, a lot of people said propaganda, but when Pahalgam happened, can anybody say it's a propaganda anymore? They can't. So which means this is true. So like that, we figure out, research has lots of techniques, so whatever is common, we take that subset and we base our films on that.
Like you said, every time a movie...
And characters, you asked me, right?
Yes.
Okay, characters, I use real characters. And in some cases, like protagonist, I use 5-6 different characters and merge them into one character. Taking one incident from here, one incident, I change the timelines, but all the characters are real life. But in this film, they are called by their names, like Gandhi is Gandhi, Jinnah is Jinnah, Gopal Mukherjee is Gopal Mukherjee, Rajendra Lal Roy Chaudhary is Rajendra Lal Roy Chaudhary. So in this, we have used the real names, real incidents, and except for the modern time, characters are real, incidents are real, but I had to change some names because of the legal issues.
Like you just mentioned, Gopal Chandra Mukherjee. So as we speak, there is reportedly an FIR against you ever since the trailer came out, especially his grandson accusing you that you never asked them their permission before making this film, and plus you're showing his grandfather in bad light. So how do you tackle this kind of situation and how do you deal with it?
मैं क्या बोल सकता हूँ? See, in Bengal, you have to speak what the TMC wants you to speak. There is a dictatorship over there. So, and he's a TMC member. I think he works closely with TMC, so he has reasons to do that. He's been under some force, but he has been talking to me on the phone. He never said something like this. And we have shown him as a hero, which is based on Gopal Mukherjee's own interview to BBC. Is based on his grandson, whose name you have taken, his own interview in newspaper. He He said something in the interview, now he's saying something else. I don't believe it. That cannot be true. How can the same person say two different things? You know. But one thing I can guarantee, after seeing this film, every person in India is going to treat Gopal Mukherjee as a hero. They will salute him. And if his grandson has a problem with this, then I can't help him.
जैसे you released your trailer, a lot of, like you said, a lot of positive comments are also coming, and then a lot of negatives are also coming, selective ones. In this, what happens whenever every character associated with the film are questioned about these controversies, just like that Saswata Chatterjee was also asked कि क्या चल रहा है, so he distanced himself from this entire controversy, saying I'm just an actor, I liked my character, I don't know anything beyond my character. Plus, when I shot the film, it was called the Delhi Files. Later, it was changed to Bengal Files. And I'm not a historian to say what is right and what is wrong.
So, which part of this is controversial?
No. So, I'm just asking you, ki how do you deal with something if you are a team? So, if someone just distances, I'm not a historian.
This is not called distancing. How is it distancing? He's a professional actor. He looks at his character, he plays that. And he's not a historian. That is also true.
True.
And when he shot the film was called the Delhi Files Bengal chapter. It became later on the Bengal Files. When Anupam Kher shot, it was called Delhi Files the Bengal chapter. When Mithun Chakravarti shot, it was called Delhi Files the Bengal chapter. So which part of Shashwata's statement is not true? And his manager spoke to his wife just yesterday night, and she said, no, there is no problem. Shashwata को कोई problem ही नहीं है, तो हमें क्या problem है? So the media twist करती रहती है, and Shashwata has done such great acting in this film. He should get national award for this.
Since 2016, all of your films have some selective actors who repeatedly come in all of your films till date. So what is is there a specific reason why you choose the same actors in all of your films?
Arey, bhaiya, if you are running an office and if you have great workers, people who give you productivity and efficiency, then why would you want to change them? There is a law in cricket, it says never change a winning team. Why should I change a winning team just for the heck of it? They are great actors. I ask them to perform this much, they perform this much. They raise the level of the film, they take new dimension to the characters, they work so hard, they prepare so hard, they make me enriched, I learn so much from them, and we love each other, so why not work with them? But by the way, in this film, there are 50, 65 speaking characters, except for 3 or 4, everybody I'm working for the first time because most of them are from Bengal.
Nice. One more thing, talking about your film career. Before 2016, the films that you made were A Hate Story, Zid, Chocolate, Dandanadan Goal. So these are completely different
Zid
genres.
I didn't make. Zid Anubhav Sinha made it.
But there is some...
Because I started it, I left it after 10 days, but he never took out my name. You can ask him that question. I never made it.
Okay, so other 3 films that you have made, these genres are completely different from what you have been following since 2016, because after that your genre completely changed. So what made you take up that films? Was this just job as a director, or did you have something else in mind then and now it's changed?
No, is there a law that you cannot make different genre films?
No.
I mean, I cannot die as a person who made only action film all his life, who only made comedy his life, who made only love story all his life. I mean, शुरू किया आपने लव स्टोरी से, मर गए लव स्टोरी बनाते बनाते, ये कैसी ज़िंदगी हुई? मैं नहीं समझता हूँ. जो करते हैं उनको मुबारक हो. I don't understand that. For me, I'm an evolving person. I'm learning. I read, I study, I observe, I see, experience. My age is changing. I am experiencing life differently. So I see what I do. And very few directors have made films on all the genres. I made suspense film, Exxon. I made a sports film. I made a hate story, erotic thriller. I made Buddha in a Traffic Jam, which was a campus story. Okay, and I'm making these 3 films, a trilogy. Very few directors in the world have made trilogies. In India, only Satyajit Ray and maybe Mani Ratnam made, only 2 people, nobody else has made announced trilogies. बन गई ऐसे तो एक थीम पे अलग है, ऐसे तो हर लव स्टोरी बनाने वाला trilogy बना रहा है इंडिया में, लेकिन these are announced trilogies and official trilogies. So very few people have made it, and after this I am making Mahabharat. Then आप कहेंगे अरे आप महाभारत क्यों बना रहे हैं? So I am an evolving person. What I am today, I wasn't yesterday. You never step in the same river twice. I am that river where you can never step twice.
Last question, sir. Like you mentioned Mahabharat, I just want to know, do you want to is it going to be a modern take on the epic, or are you going to use the traditional way of saying the epic as it is? What is in your mind?
By traditional, you mean the way Bollywood has been showing?
Yeah, so far all the serials that we have watched mythological.
Okay.
Yeah.
They show it as a mythology.
Yeah.
As a fantasy, as a VFX spectacle. My Mahabharat is historical account, because Mahabharat is history of India. It's not a fantasy, it's not spectacle. So I'm not making all those kind of things where people are flying and all those kind of things. My Mahabharat is a Mahabharat without miracles. It's a historical account. It's an epic tale of dharma. That's what I'm making.
Okay, so thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you. All the best for your film, and we hope to see Mahabharat very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.